Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to Poke Relaxing, the most relaxing Pokemon channel on the YouTubes. Today, I want to talk about Journey Together, the forthcoming English set in the Scarlet and Violet era, which is the equivalent of the current Japanese set, Battle Partners, which I have a booster box of in front of me that I just received earlier today, straight from Japan, with a little extra flavor there on the corner. I ordered 12 of these, and this one got damaged, so I thought I would open this one up. But before I do that, I did want to take a quick look and discuss the sort of state of the market for both of these products, because it's always interesting to see these days what is happening with sets, like before they come out, shortly after they come out, and then in the months following their release in their respective countries. So right now, Journey Together, which I believe releases March 14th, if I am not mistaken. So we've got a month and a half or so to go on this. But TCG Player is tracking pre-order pricing and allowing people to sell, pre-orders. The two most common formats of this product are the same as for, virtually every other product, which is the booster boxes of 36 booster packs, which you see here. These started quite high, over 200, which just seems kind of insane to me and most other people, and quickly fell very precipitously down to its current level, where it appears, at least in the last week, to be leveling off here. But these are coming in right now at about 190 shipped. And for those who don't know, MSRP on this product, as with all Scarlet and Violet Air products, is about $161 and change. So this will be really probably the first. I feel like, I think if I recall, Surging Sparks, which was the last mainline release, so the last set that had booster boxes to release, that one, had pre-order prices that I think got near to 160. Maybe they were like right at 160, but I don't think they went over, and they certainly didn't go over to this 80 plus range. So this and really no other box, to my knowledge, has ever had pre-order prices. I mean, typically pre-order prices before Surging Sparks and before the current boom in the Pokemon market, you were looking at pre-orders of under $100 a box, which gave precious little profit to those who sold for those prices, since that was kind of just a touch above wholesale pricing. But this will be the first time, I think, ever, perhaps, that a booster box has sold for this far above the MSRP for the product. And you never know what might occur, until, again, a month and a half until this stuff comes out. So, we have a long ways to go, and things could settle down. Maybe this gets closer to 160, but they could also, get FOMO'd up to even higher numbers. Obviously, they had some selling, at over 200 at some point, so the FOMO may return. I do also want to look at the Elite Trainer boxes. These, interestingly, have been on the way up. Now kind of reaching that $90 plateau and maybe approaching $100 at some point, but quite a number of sales, right about $91 on this one. As I've said before, the word on the street from dealers who have distribution is that um, allocations of Elite Trainer boxes are severely constrained, and that most dealers are seeing themselves getting more booster boxes um, than Elite Trainer boxes, which is unusual. Um, and the idea is that there may be some constraint in the production of these Elite Trainer boxes, perhaps in the plastic parts that go in like the little dice and stuff that come in them. So the ETBs are kind of getting, very low production numbers. So if that remains to be true, after the primary launch, there may be some premium on these. Um, but the premium over MSRP for the Elite Trainer box is actually much higher already than the premium over the MSRP for the booster boxes, because uh, 190 for a $161 MSRP box is not nearly the price difference for $91 over the MSRP of these boxes, which is $49.99. So already there's a premium, and the premium may be even greater compared to what you see as the premium over MSRP for the booster boxes. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. And I don't really want to look at too many other products, but packs of a mainline product selling for $9 is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Actually, kind of surprised the price on these is so low. 175 does not strike me as particularly high for a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. The prismatic ones I think are 250 right now, but they were as high as 400. So interesting to see. I actually heard today from one dealer who has distribution through my same distributor, Southern Hobby, that he had received allocation numbers for Journey Together, and I have not received allocation numbers, which is, I guess not too unusual. They may just take a while to get to everybody. But I think he was saying that basically he got about roughly half of what he had gotten of Surging Spark. So I am expecting, to get pretty low numbers. And we'll find out for sure, hopefully, in the next few days. Let's take a look, though, at the Battle Partners Japanese version of this set, because this is very interesting, I think. I was just looking today at the singles prices, because, digging into some of these booster boxes has me wondering what kind of cards in here, and I was kind of shocked to see how high this, the sort of main draw here is the Lily's Clefairy. Now, there's not really any sales though of this card, really. I mean, there's one sale, right? And so that's setting the price. So hard to really say this is going to be the most valuable card in the set, and even if it is, that the price will be anywhere near this $500 once this has been out for a few weeks and enough of these have hit the market. But there's a handful of people asking $500 for theirs and not really getting the sale. So kind of an interesting point there. But I think this is at best maybe a $200 card in a week and a half or 2 weeks. Iono's Bellibolt, I think, was kind of thought to be the the most valuable card, or likely to be the most valuable card in the set. This, again, just a handful of sales here at this sort of high 200s level, but still very strong showing at the get for these cards. And Zoroark EX 173, and again, just a handful of sales to support this. So all of these cards I would expect are going to drop pretty significantly in probably a couple weeks, and by a month or two, I'm sure they'll be a fourth of what they are now. But nonetheless, still interesting to see the very high prices on these things right now. These will likely be the most popular cards, or the most valuable cards in the English set as well. So it's good to kind of get familiar with them. But take a quick look at the booster box prices are coming down a bit. I see. So they were like 115, 120 before launch, and now everybody's got these, so they're much more available. They're down to about 105 right now. I'm thinking of putting up my boxes that I got, other than this one I'm going to open, for like, I don't know, $99.99. Although I feel like I want to do some searching because I might even find people selling for less than that. In which case I'd like to beat them, if they're not fly-by-night operations or somehow otherwise clearly fraudulent. But yeah, without further ado, I want to dig into this and kind of show you guys the cards in this set that will eventually be appearing in the US version of this set, Journey Together. Maybe we can pull one of those big dollar cards and watch it rapidly decline in value. First I want to open these packs kind of on the corner here to see. Packs don't really look like they took any damage, but we'll find out. Any edge damage? Not really. So, I don't know. I think these packs, there's quite a lot of give, and the fact that they put so few cards in these packs means there's actually quite a lot of extra packaging to, kind of protect and absorb body blows to the boxes. So that's nice. That is nice, particularly considering all these have to travel. Everything I get from Japan has to come from Japan, since I order in wholesale quantities. By the way, I got a number of sets, actually. A number of, booster boxes from different sets in Japanese in this last order. I think I got like 4 or 5 different sets, including this one. So I have a pretty nice variety of Japanese booster boxes right now. And I don't know, I may at some point decide to sell some of those. But prices, seem to be slowly but steadily rising on the Japanese stuff. Whenever I see these opened on like videos, it always seems like they never struggle. But I struggle sometimes with these packs. If you don't get a clean rip off that initial kind of little... Now here's a card where there is some damage. You see that right there? So that's not great. Ooh, that's a cool one. So that's an art rare. And as it's right in front of the card that was damaged. So I'll closely look at this one. And it's funny, that top edge looks rougher than I would like, but I can't say that there's any like dents or anything in it, so I don't know. It's probably a pretty nice condition card. I think I did see this one, yeah. So pretty sweet, $23 it's going for, as you can see over here. But I expect that will be $10 in short order. So even if I were to grade this by the time it gets back, it will be substantially less valuable than it is right now. Cool looking card though, I have to say. Articuno, that's what that is. So I don't know, I'll put that in the maybe grade pile, maybe not. I don't know. I think I'm just going to cut these. I also feel like I don't want to make all the noise of ripping. So I was going to say, yeah, I opened a box of these with my kids, and I think we did not pull an SAR. I feel like I was imagining that maybe get one SAR per box. I feel like that's true of some sets, but I might be making that up. But I think we did not get an SAR, but we did get, I think, 2 or 3 ARs, art rares. which was pretty solid. Then, a handful of EXs. So, yeah, I'll be very interested to see if we get an SAR in this one. If not, then... Actually, you know what? I just remember on the back. Okay. So, like, there's the kind of odds. And basically, I think the 1R rares, I think that's maybe 1 in 10 packs. So you get 3 per 30 pack box. RR, which is what these EXs are. 1 in 8 packs. So you get a little over 3, a little over 4 actually, per box. And then the art rare SR and SAR, they don't put a per pack. So I guess there's no guarantee, is basically what that means. There's no, likelihood that there's 1 per box or 2 box or whatever. It's just kind of, just realized I don't think I went through this pack. Looks like we have a holo. Okay. So what else have I been buying? I did, I think on my last sort of market update video, I talked about the fact that Prismatic Evolutions ETBs seem like a pretty obvious buy right now. Given the value of that set, of the cards in that set, I mean that will be one of the most. If those values maintain, if they roughly stay the same, some go up maybe, some go down a little bit. I mean that will be one of the most valuable sets of all time. Really, certainly of the modern era, the last 3 eras, I would say. And if that's true, then, those ETBs should be going for more than like a Team Up, Sun and Moon Team Up ETB, which I think are like $1,500, $2,000 or some crazy number. So, yeah, I did sort of convince myself, like logically, that I should probably be picking up some of these ETBs at $100, even though it's really hard to do that when these things will be showing up in retail outlets. So you could stumble upon some of them, for $50 at the local Target or the local Walmart or whatever. So it does feel a little bit crazy to be spending $100, like 2x MSRP, when you still will have a shot at getting these ETBs at MSRP for the next, I don't know, year and a half or something like that. But I don't know. I just think the odds of finding a quantity of them at MSRP is very, very bad. And I also think, ooh, so that's an art rare. God, just beautiful. Take a quick look at the price. So, yeah, I mean, I'm interested in having pretty significant quantities of things that I find compelling investments. And for that reason, I don't have a problem buying certain things at market price. There it is, $4.30. Actually, pretty low dollar hit there, but a really cool looking one. Very vibrant and beautiful and cool colors with that blue sky and the red rocks there. Pretty cool. So yeah, so I broke down and I bought 20 ETBs, just loose ETBs. I would prefer to have cases, but honestly, I don't mind having loose ETBs. Like from my experience with like 151 ETBs, I mean, they're very, very liquid. People are happy to buy them. Loose, there's not really much of a premium, if anything, on sealed cases. So, okay, that's an SR. Special rare. Not an art rare. I don't really think that's worth anything, but it does look pretty cool. I'm just going to maybe put it there. So yeah, I bought 20 ETBs at basically market value, which is about $100. Actually, market value is it's about 110, but I'm buying these through like dealers. So I get generally a little better pricing than market. But yeah, so I bought 20 like a couple days ago. They came today. And then earlier this evening, I bought 20 more. So I have 40 more than I had previously, which was 30. And I think probably, high 90s or so is the bottom price of these boxes. Could if suddenly a ton of ETBs show up somehow, somewhere, especially like through distribution, they're going to dip a little bit more. Maybe they go to 80, but that's okay. I think it's much more likely that we start to see them creep up. Go to 115, then they go to 120. A couple weeks later, they're 130, and so on and so forth. Basically as the supply of boxes, nice little Snorlax there, that come from people who are just wanting to, have a kind of a quick profit from ones that they got from, Walmart at MSRP, or dealers that got, more cases than, ooh, that's cool, more cases than, they felt like they wanted to keep, and so they're just sort of liquidating them. Once those dry up, you're going to hit a wall of resistance in the market, because there's a lot of people that are like me, and they just want to keep them sealed. So, there's a lot of them out there, but they're held by people that, I didn't remember seeing this, that, really are fine to keep these things for years at a time. I think there's just not one listed, because maybe there's just no sales. Actually, is it this one? There's no picture, but I feel like this might be Wooloo. So, anyways, oh wow, just realized this. Get you back over the camera here, but there's some like major scratches on this thing. Man, you do not see that too often, but given how like perfectly vertical it's clearly like some machine malfunction or something, or some rollers in the printer, I don't know, not being maintained or something. But cool looking card. So yeah, I think that like right now on DealerNet, which is the sort of dealer to dealer marketplace, there's quite a bit of ETBs available right around that $100 mark, or just a touch under. And I suspect that situation will maybe be around for another week, maybe week and a half. And then everybody who's wanting to sell them will be, have sold them. And the people that are willing to sell them, but aren't terribly motivated to do it, will be next in line, and their prices will be higher. At that point, people may start to, like, once it starts kind of going up, I think people are going to say, oh, I gotta get on the train, and they're going to start buying in. And then if too many people, or if just a large number of people make that decision at the same time, well, prices are going to go up, because they're all going to be trying to snap up inventory. It's going to disappear. The next person to sell will want to get a little bit more, and so on and so forth. So anyways, this is all just basic stuff, but point is, I see, kind of high 90s as likely the bottom. Might not be. Could go down to 80s. But as long as the Pokemon market is relatively strong, and the cards in the set, last pack here, so I don't think we're going to get an SAR. And as long as the cards maintain their value, even close to what they are now, which is like $1,500 for the Umbreon SIR. Okay, so pretty lackluster box there. We did get 3 art rares, and they are pretty cool to look at, I have to say that. But yeah, definitely. Once these kind of come down to earth, the pricing on these singles, I mean, this will be a total ripoff because these boxes are $100. You know, these are going to be like probably $5 each, and life will be sad. But really, what you're paying for is, you know, the chance to get some cool cards before anybody else really has them, and if that's worth something to you, maybe pick up one of these boxes. I mean, you could get one of the big SARs and maybe make a huge profit, but odds are against it. So anyways, yeah, Prismatic Evolutions, bought a bunch of that. I'm also continuing to buy other stuff. I bought like some collection boxes earlier today that have like 6 packs from the Sword and Shield era. I think it's 2 Fusion Strikes, 2 Brilliant Stars, and 2 Astral Radiance packs for like $30, so it's like $5 a pack. And the Fusion Strikes are, you know, $10 a pack. Brilliants are $5-6 a pack, but those are going to be 10 soon, I feel. And the Astral Radiance, you know, may eventually get to like $8 or $9 once they sell out, or all the products sell out from Pokemon Center. But that's going to be probably a long wait, maybe a few months. So, anyways, you know, those collection boxes for $30 and $5 a pack, I think, are a no-brainer. Just kind of was waiting around to pull the trigger until I had to, but they started to disappear from the place I was looking at. So did decide to pick those up earlier today, and then these Japanese things as well, and continuing to pick up things that I see in retail. My Target has been actually quite good. In the last couple of restocks, I know when they restock. Roughly speaking, I don't know the exact time, but I know the day in the morning. You know, it's the morning of that day, and you know, I just roll by there on the way to tennis and see what they have. And lately, they've had, you know, not much stock, but what they have had is good stuff. So they've had these Paldean Fates. By the way, I've opened some of these, and man, I just have no luck with this stuff. So I'm not sure I'm that excited about opening it more. I like that set, but it's kind of brutal for me. I mean, I have pulled the Bubble Mew, but I don't know. That's about it. Oops, sorry. And then there was 2 of these when I checked last time. This is the first time that I have seen any Prismatic Evolutions in the wild, and not for lack of effort, folks, because I have been looking. At this point, I'm really just checking Target to see whatever, you know, what they get in stock each week. If they have something that's good, I'll get it. If they don't, then no big deal. But when Prismatic first came out, I mean, I was checking everywhere I could think of that might have it, and did not find any at all until this week, which was 2 of these things. You know, these are three packs each, so nothing crazy. So, you know, there's some stuff out there. You got to figure out when your Target stocks, and then try to get there on that day and pick up a few things at a time, and that's kind of what I'm doing. In addition to the large volume buys I buy from, you know, dealers and stuff like that. So, all right, that's what we got for today. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're getting some battle partners if you're interested, and hopefully maybe you're getting some pre-orders at decent prices for the U.S. set Journey Together. And yeah, we'll wait and see what develops with the Journey Together set when it gets closer to launch time. Till then, folks, you have a great one. We'll see y'all next time. Stay relaxed. Bye now.